नमस्कार दोस्तों, Litecity channel at YouTube welcomes you once again at the 18th installment of MCQ Marathon. 5 questions related with 20th century literature. Sometimes we take novels and sometimes poetry, different facts. And in today's edition, we are going to take almost very important plays of last 2 or 3 decades of the 20th century. Dear friends, I hope you are going to gain some knowledge from this quiz. So without wasting any more time, let's start our today's quiz. Our first question, dear friend, is match the play with the playwright. On one side you have the name of plays: A. Angels in America, B. Torch Song Trilogy, C. Band, and the fourth D. The Children's R. And on the right side we have the name of playwrights: Lillian Hellman, Harvey Fierstein, Tony Kushner, and Martin Sherman. Dear friends, all these playwrights belong to the last 3 decades of 20th century, and they are, we can say, emerging talents. And if we talk about these plays also, they are very, we can say, radical plays, talked about plays, and award-winning plays. First, let's look at the options. These are the combinations, and let me tell you first the right answer, and then we will go to brief discussion of these plays. Okay friends, Angels in America, it is written by a very young talent and very, we can say, popular talent, Tony Kushner. While Torch Song Trilogy, it is written by Harvey Fierstein, once again a very prominent voice. Bent, it is the C option, Bent, it is written by Martin Sherman. And The Children Are is very much acclaimed play by Lillian Hellman. So the combination goes to A third, B second, C fourth, and D first. Okay, before going forward to the next question, let me briefly tell you something about these plays also. It is also very, important and useful for you people. If we talk about Angels in America, there is a subtitle, as you can see here in this pic also. It is a gay fantasia on national themes. It is a two-part play, presentable and entitled Millennium Approaches and Perestroika. Basically, it is about the examination of AIDS and homosexuality issues in America in 1980s. If we talk about Torch Song Trilogy, it is written by, as we have seen, Harvey Fierstein. The 3 plays are International Stuck, Few in Nursery, and Widows and Children first. And the central character is Arnold Bakoff. He is a Jewish homosexual drag queen and torch singer. If we talk about Band, it is once again related with gay lesbian theme and set in, we can say, Nazi Germany and persecution of gay Jews. And then we have The Children's R, which I have told you, very much acclaimed play by this Lillian Hellman, and it is set in all girls boarding school, and it is run by 2 women, Karen Wright and Martha Dobby. There is an angry student, Mary Tilford, who accuses a runaway from the schools and avoid being sent back, and she tells her grandmother, she accuses that the 2 headmistresses are having a lesbian affair. So all these plays deal with the LGBT issues, or we can say the queer theory issues, so very important in the present studies. Okay, going to our next question. Which play of Arthur Miller? We all know the stature of Arthur Miller in American and in English drama. He is the foremost voice of dramatic experimentation in 20th century. Now you have to tell which among these play is a dramatized story of Salem witch trials that took place in Massachusetts Bay Colony during 1692 and 93. We have this knowledge about these Salem witch trials. There have been plays, novels, movies, short stories written on this rather black, we can say, issue or topic of American history. Miller has also written one play, Is It All My Sons, or The Crucible, or A View from the Bridge, and the last one is A Memory of Two Mondays. Okay, the right answer for this is The Crucible. Dear friends, this is Crucible, All My Sons. Once again, it is also a very popular play by Miller, and it is the story of Joe Keller. All My Sons protagonist name is Joe Keller, who is in his 60s, and he is exonerated after being charged with shipping from his factory defective aircraft engine cylinder heads, which actually caused the death of his son, who is a pilot. The Crucible, as we have seen it, he wrote the play as an allegory for McCarthyism, when the US government persecuted people accused of being communist. So actually, this persecution of communism is parallel with the persecution of women who were who were charged of being witches, and with trials, fake trials, they were persecuted. So it's an allegory. This is also important information. It's a play about the politics of America. A View from the Bridge, if we talk about this play, it employs chorus, traditional Greek tactic, and narrator in the character of Alfieri. Eddie, who is the tragic protagonist, he has an improper love, or we can say almost obsession, with Catherine, who is his wife, Beatrice's orphan niece. And then A Memory of Two Mondays, it focuses on a group of desperate workers earning their livings in Brooklyn automobile parts warehouse during the Great Depression period. We all know how socially committed Arthur Miller is in his plays, and how he has presented a very scathing critic of a so-called American dream. Okay, moving ahead to our next question. Glengarry Glen Ross, a Pulitzer Award winning play. It is the story of four Chicago salesmen. Their names are, if you are interested, Levin, Roma, Moss, and Ironall. They are basically under the supervision of Williamson, and they work together selling undesirable real estates which are of low value, but they sell at an inflated price. Now, who is the playwright? A very we can say exciting young talent. This particular writer is David Mamet, Tony Kushner, Robert Bald, or Edward Albee. I hope you have heard all these four names, because they are all very promising talents, and in fact now they all are reputed playwrights. If we look at the right answer, then we will briefly talk about them. It is David Mamet. Dear friends, David Mamet had written this play Glengarry Glen Ross in 1992, and he won Pulitzer Prize for it. If we talk about A Man for All Season, it is also important play, very important play in this respect. Robert Balt has also written screenplay for historical movies like Lawrence of Arabia and Dr. Zhivago. And A Man for All Season, it is based on life of Thomas More, the famous Elizabethan figure Thomas More. Edward Albee, if we talk about, he is one of the, we can say, a protege of the absurd movement. In fact, he has written plays like Who is Afraid of Virginia Woolf, a very, very popular play, The Jew Story, The Sandbox. All these are great hits, and they all are written in the tradition of the absurd play. Okay, our next question, dear friend, is which among the following statements regarding the Pulitzer Award for drama winning plays is not true? We know that Pulitzer Prize is a very reputed prize given in many categories, and drama being one. So the options are: Eugene O'Neill has won the Pulitzer Prize for drama 4 times. 4 times he has won this particular prestigious award. JB, this particular play is a modern retelling of the story of the biblical figure Job, and it is written by Archibald MacLeish. Zona Gale was the first woman to win Pulitzer Prize for drama in 1921. And Edward Albee and Tennessee Williams both have twice won the Pulitzer Prize for drama. Okay, friends, among all these facts, the first one, that Eugene O'Neill has won the Pulitzer Prize for 4 times, it is correct. JB is, yes, it is a story of biblical figure Job, and it is written by Archibald MacLeish and won the Pulitzer Prize in 1958. It is also correct. Zona Gale is indeed the first woman to win the Pulitzer Prize, and it was she won this particular prize for Miss Lulu. It is basically adaptation of her own autobiographical novel. So this information is also correct. But the fourth one, Edward Albee and Tennessee Williams both have twice won. This is wrong. Tennessee Williams has won 2 times, but Edward Albee has won Pulitzer Prize 3 times. So this is the correct answer. Okay, moving to our last question of the day. Which American playwright is best known for a series of 10 plays collectively called the Pittsburgh Cycle, which chronicle the experience and heritage of the African American community in America in the 20th century? A very, very, we can say, important and historical work is this, the Pittsburgh Cycle collection of 10 plays, and the options are Thornton Wilder, then we have August Wilson, then Lauren Hansberry, and James Baldwin. Out of these, we know that they all have contributed greatly to drama and Anglo-American, African-American literature. The right answer, dear friends, we will see is August Wilson. He has written this 10 play, apart from the Pittsburgh Cycle or the Century Play Cycle, it is also known as. He has written some other plays also. If we talk about Thornton Wilder, he has won 3 times Pulitzer Prize. The Bridge of St. Louis, then we have plays of Our Town and The Skin of Our Teeth. If we talk about Lauren Hansberry, he has Raising of the Sun, he has won Pulitzer Prize for that. And this August Wilson, he is known as theater's poet of Black America. He has written plays like Fences, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Joe Turner's Come Home and Gone, The Piano Lesson, 2 Trains Running. These are some of the famous plays of this series. Okay, dear friends, that's all for the 18th edition of MCQ Marathon. We have covered almost all the areas of 20th century literature. I hope you are gaining a lot of interesting information with these videos. Thank you, dear friends.